Hey there, welcome back to Badass Messaging. We're still in Module 4, Brand Messaging, and here in Lesson 5, we're going to talk about creating belief shift videos. These are related, obviously, to the belief shifting that we talked about back in Module 2. So the big truth bomb here is that how-to content has its place, but belief shift content is what will make people notice you in a crowded market. So I want you to hear that. A lot of people run off and create a lot of how-to content. The problem with how-to content is that, people will consume it, but they won't even remember you because it doesn't make you memorable. It's just about you providing some piece of information. So that's not what will kind of make you stand out and have people notice you and remember you. Belief shift content is what will do that. So that's why we're going to talk about belief shift content here in this lesson. Now, here in Lesson 5, it's a pretty quick lesson, but we're going to talk about the role of belief shifting videos in your business and then a simple format for creating your belief shift videos, because videos are the best way to do this, so we're going to talk about how to do it. So the idea here is that belief shift videos can be a key part of your attempt to build awareness for your approach to helping your audience solve their problems. If you followed my advice from Online Marketing Foundations and you're committing to lead an audience and you've figured out your core differentiators, you've figured out how you're different, one of the things you need to do is figure out how to get people to kind of, take notice of this different approach. And that's what belief shift videos are going to be about. Now, as we discussed in Module 2, your belief shifting content is generally about taking a stand against the conventional wisdom, right? Because the mistakes and the mistaken beliefs are usually things that come from what they've heard from a bunch of different people. So in some sense, right, when you are shifting beliefs by definition, you're going to be taking a stand against what the normal stuff is that people are hearing in the market. And that means it's going to help you stand out from the crowd, right? That's by nature, when people hear something like that's that different, it will make you stand out. But there's a problem. You generally have with a video, about 3 to 5 seconds to get people's attention. So you need a video format that's going to immediately hook them. Like if you get on and just start hemming and hawing and spend the first, 20, 30 seconds saying hi, welcoming people, introducing yourself and things like that, people are gone, especially people who don't know you yet. And the idea of these videos is really to get attention of people who don't really know who you are yet. So we need something that's going to hook them in the first 3 to 5 seconds. And so that's where this format that we're going to talk about comes in. So the format's pretty simple. We're going to walk through it step by step. The first thing you're going to do is just go straight into your mistaken belief statement. You're not going to introduce yourself. For example, I would start one of these videos by saying, one of the biggest mistakes that struggling entrepreneurs make is to believe that they need to find the one secret strategy that will make everything better. That would be how I would start, for example. And then I could go deeper. Now, you want to get to the point as quickly as possible so that people will hear it and say, okay, well, this is different. Let me pay attention. And that's the idea with using your mistaken belief statement right up front. Because let's be honest, people who don't know you don't care. In my case, that I'm Bobby Klink. That's not what I should be leading with. What you need to lead with is the concept that they need to, the thing that they need to shift. Then from there, you're going to introduce yourself and who you are. And then from there, you're going to make the case. Now, when you go in to make the case, you'll obviously reintroduce the mistaken belief and the mistakes, and then make the case about why that's wrong, about why it's not. We talked about all of this back in Module 2, how to do this. This is the format of how you're going to go through it in this process. Then from there, you're going to introduce the new belief and kind of give that to them as something to do very quickly, and then give them a call to action, tell them what to do. So this video format, start with kind of going straight into the mistaken belief statement, then introduce yourself. And by the way, you could use your short bio that we talked about earlier in this module as a way to do it. Then you're going to make the case, introduce the new belief, and a call to action. If you do that, you should be able to kind of create these videos. And, they don't have to be overly long videos, but you'll be creating content that will start to get people's ears to perk up and will give you a chance of actually kind of capturing their attention. So a quick warning, though, in doing these. The goal of these videos is not to get everyone to agree with you. Don't think you're ever going to do that. It's really to just get people to take notice so you at least have the chance to get them to agree with you. I mean, and that's kind of the idea is, the idea of this is, hey, let's capture their attention so that I at least have a chance to talk to them. Because if I don't get their attention, I can't even talk to them. I can't have this discussion. So that's what you're trying to do. And this format will give you the best chance to capture their attention and then deliver your message. So that's it. This is a pretty short lesson, but the key takeaway is that belief shift videos are a great way to cut through the noise in your market precisely because you're taking an unpopular stand. That's what you're doing by definition, but you just have to do it right away. Use this format and you can get people's attention and then start to have the conversation. So, call to action, pick 2 or 3 mistaken beliefs and create belief shift videos based upon them, and put them out there and see how people respond, see what people do, see if you're able to get people's attention. This can be, like I said, a very good way to start building awareness for your approach to solving your people's problems. So, that's it for this lesson, and that's actually it for this module. In the next module, we'll shift to product messaging to help you craft the conversion copy. We're not going to talk necessarily about the copy, but we're going to talk about how to put this together and how to do it so that you really have a sense of what you're trying to do in the various pieces of conversion writing that you're going to be doing when you're talking about your product specifically. So I'll see you in the next module.